Hi everybody, I'm Melissa. Welcome to CloudMom. In this video, I'm going to be walking through how you can carry your baby or your toddler in the Boba soft structured carrier. This is not something you're going to want to do with a newborn. Rather, you want to make sure your baby has developed sufficient neck and upper back control, okay? Personally, it's something I would wait to do towards the end of my baby's first year. Okay, so when I get ready to put the boba on and I want the tag to be in, the first thing I'm going to do is attach it to the hip area, not along the waist. It should be on the upper hip area, a little lower, higher, depending on your height. I've got that dual adjustability, which is going to allow me to make sure it's sitting nice and tight. Do all of this before you even go near your baby. Now I'm going to go get my baby, okay? You're going to really enjoy meeting him. He's a real character. This is Tiago, okay? His mantra is peace, love, and rock and roll, and he loves being carried on the back. When I get ready to put my baby on my back, I want to spread him out here in the middle to make sure he's already in that nice squatted position with his bum slightly below his knees. That is a safe position for a baby, okay? And the way I do this, again, it's one of these things that looks really hard at first, but you will learn how to do it. The way I do this is I support him. Make sure you're supporting the neck area as well if he's quite young. And I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to support his bum using this hand. And I'm going to start to shimmy him over to my back like this. Okay? Turning myself into like a table. You see that? Now at this point, what a lot of people say to do, and you're not going to be in this position for a long time. I'm just going to stand up to explain this to you guys, and then I'm going to go back. What a lot of people say to do once you're in the table position is to reach for the straps. I actually have a very, very hard time doing that because I often reach for the wrong straps and I end up in like a game of Twister. So what I like to do is to instead lean down while holding my baby and smooth the carrier up, which means that it makes it easier for me to find the strap, okay? So here I go again. My baby is in the soft squatted position with his bum slightly below the knees. I'm shimmying him over like this to my back area. I'm turning myself into a table. I'm going to take my carrier and I'm going to string it over the baby. You see? There I go. And there are my straps, and I'm going to find them quite easily. I'm going to move around so you guys can see me on the other side. Okay, don't worry about tightening the straps or anything like that until you stand up again. There I go. Now, get the hair out of the way. I'm going to hold tightly onto these straps, and as I stand up, I'm going to raise my arms upwards, like that, upwards. These are nice and tight now, and now is when I'm going to attach the front, and then I'm going to, you guys can see who's really in good shape here. I'm going to attach the front like this, duck, adjust it on both sides, and now I'm going to tighten my straps. I can tighten them from either of both ways, both times by pulling down. This is the beauty of the boba. It's that dual adjustability. My baby's legs are nicely out, and he's happy, and he's comfortable. Okay, I'm going to take this baby down, and I'm going to try to see how it works with my own little Marielle, who has been enjoying the boba, but we'll see if she's in a good mood today. We'll see if we can make it work, okay? So this is how you're going to take your baby down from the boba. And the thing you want to do is basically just take off the top part, and then you're going to take your baby down, and then you worry about your whole middle. Don't take your whole baby carrier off while holding your baby. It's not safe. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to detach this front piece here. I'm going to move back to my table-like position, okay? I'm going to take this armrest off. Now I'm supporting my baby with this hand. I'm taking the other armrest off. I'm just sort of letting this fall. I'm shimmying my baby back to my hip area. And now I'm going to put my baby down safely, and then I'm going to take off my waist part, okay? So let me say goodbye to little Tiago. It's been fun, and I'm going to go get Marielle, so I'll be right back. Hi, so here I am with CloudMom baby, Marielle. As you can tell, she's not such a little bitty baby anymore. She's 2.5. And Marielle made her debut in the How to Change a Diaper video, so we're very happy to have her back on camera here at CloudMom. Now, with Marielle, I find that it's easier to actually put her in the carrier when I'm on the ground because she can just climb up and put her hands on my shoulders and I attach the strap, so that's what I'm going to do. Whereas with a younger baby, I would do the whole thing I just went through of, you know, positioning them on the hip and shimmying them back to the back. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to crouch down now and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get Marielle into this boba carrier, and she really, really loves it. So here, Marielle, you're going to come right here and put your hands here. Good girl. Good girl. And then I'm going to kind of put her knees like this, and I'm going to reach back and put on my shoulder straps, and that's basically it. And then all I have to do is attach the front. Now what I do is I hold on with the shoulder straps, and as I stand up, I sort of hoist them up like this. And then I just have to attach this front piece. It's really, really easy. Like that. And I tighten there, and she really, really likes it. And you've got this dual adjustability here, so it's very, very easy to tighten so that she's nice and tight. So that's how you can put your toddler into the Boba soft structured carrier. Happy baby wearing, and thanks so much for watching CloudMom.